What? That PS2 curse is real? What? I've never seen that happen in my entire life. That's why you should never... Look, PS2 is a messed up console, man. That PS2 is wild. That wasn't even a bit. That had nothing... I had no control over that. Hello, Migzors. Welcome back, buddy. I cannot believe that happened. So basically, the entire thing crashed and all of my monitors went off. And then when the OBS came back on briefly and it said that there was some sort of a... I've never even seen that error before. I don't even know what happened. It was just like I should have taken a picture of it, but I was so stunned. And that was fun. That was fun. So it was the old PS2 error, man. The ghost is real. The ghost of Christmas past is alive and kicking. You fool, you get the horns. It was the red ring of death from the Xbox 360. I don't even know how to describe that. Maybe it's the virus alert you ignored, the other day when it went, maybe. Wow. Wow. Oh, my Stream Deck doesn't work anymore. Wow. All right, well, in no particular order, except I'm going to go exactly in order. Since we're nearly, I don't know, everything just broke. Nathan, can you start your pub stream early? I know he's going to say, no. Absolutely not. All right. Well, okay. So here's I'll just try to give it to you guys straight like we did last time. So hold on a minute. This was let me see if we can have, I don't know, there's no necessary screen. The Merry Christmas!
That PS2 startup sound also killed me because it was always so goddamn loud.
Yes, it was.
I would rush to the TV to turn it down so it would wake my parents.
Dude, I opened up so many of my friends' PlayStations 2s to tighten the laser that I read on like some Game Facts nonsense. Hello, Anark. Thank you very much. And it was the worst 14 seconds of my life trying to make sure a game would turn on. And then you would have to get the disc out, you'd spit on it, you'd wipe it with your shirt, you'd blow on it like it was a cartridge from 1987. You would curse. There was people who bought like CD Doctor scratch fixers that you would like mangle your CDs with. Toothpaste was supposed to fill in the scratches on the CD so that you could try to like fix it up and do all that stuff. We tried everything and none of that shit worked. It was so capricious. So here's what, the red screen was awful. It would go to your goddamn stupid, pointless memory card stuff. How you doing? The introverted Lily Whacker. Welcome. So basically what I was trying to say earlier was, let me reset this up, and thank you for the resubscription. I really do appreciate that. Honto ni domo. Honto ni minasan arigatou gozaimasu. Okay. So we just spent the better part of 4.5 hours or 5 hours or so. And what's up, Genjiru? Welcome to the party and Merry Christmas to you, my friend. What? Oh, none of my sounds work anymore either. Can't play the current song. Okay, everything broke. Merry Christmas. All right. We back. I remember those little tiny, those things. Oh, I remember that too. The little brush on the, oh man, you're right, Brisket. You're right. All right, let me give you guys a brief little review.
Merry Christmas!
It was Yuki pulling the plug. She heard the apron comments.
You're probably right. So we started in 1980, and I'm not even talking about my birth year. I wasn't born until 83. Yuki's probably pissed. And we will wait 1 second.
Man, life as Pete's PC has been going really well. No issues, the secret folder has been secured. It's been a good time. Wait. PS2 loading video. I see no issues watching. Fuck. The hell is this? Stream offline. Help.
It's my fault, man. I willed it into existence by showing you guys 4 seconds of the intro. It's my fault. I don't know what happened. I don't know why it broke, but that is a perfect recreation of it. All right, so 22 years of gaming holidays, looking under the tree, asking old Saint Nick for that special game that you've been looking forward to all years. This is not an indication of what was the best-selling game. I will tell you those in a moment. I will just show you what some of the most popular holiday games were, and thank you to Notorious Monster for setting up this list for me and helping me research it. These are the following games. 1980 and 81, Space Invaders. An absolute classic. You guys voted it nice, and I'm in full agreement, even though it gets brutally hard on the very first level. Very good games. They are the best sold games, I'm convinced. Yes, only on the holiday season, except for these first two. During 80 and 81, this was the best-selling games. And in 1983 and 82, you had Pac-Man and Ms. Pac-Man dominating cabinets and home TV sets. Fantastic, winning games. 1984 brought us our first naughty game on the list. Sega's or Commodore 64's Ghostbusters. I think it's a good game. You guys think it's a bad game. I enjoyed it, and I will die on the hill that I prefer this packaging over almost any other packaging on video games ever. I think it's cool. I also really love the white, it looks like a Moleskine book. Big fan of that, and I wish we'd bring those back. 1985 was Commando, a game that held up remarkably well. Genuinely shocked by this. It had a very, very satisfying grenade toss, and it was a really fun game. Actually great. Look what it says. Destroy the enemy. Action. Whatever. Commando definitely earned your approval as well. Wish I could say the same for Gauntlet, which nobody enjoyed. I know that Gauntlet didn't really get a fair shake on the Sega Master System. It can't quite live up to the lofty expectations that it had in the arcade. And if you had 4 players playing it, Red Warrior shot the potion. Green Elf needs food badly. Warrior's about to die. Good stuff. Nostalgic memories. Very nostalgic. But you guys thought it was a naughty boy, so we didn't make it. Back to 1987, we had nothing. It was Outrun, and Outrun was able to sneak in one last run on the Master System. I'm guessing, this game was insanely popular when it was in the arcade cabinets, and you can play this game in Yakuza. Outrun, Sega, Dana. Fantastic game. Passing Breeze is a goated track. And actually, I thought that the Master System copy held up pretty well, despite the music not living up to its lofty predecessor. So desu ne. Then we had Operation Wolf. This was one of the rare games, the only game on the entire list besides Harry Potter, that I'd never played before. I'd never seen this game. I'd never heard of Operation Wolf. Turns out, not only was it a massive hit in the arcades, really good fucking game on the Nintendo. Not bad. Really fun. I actually want to play that again. I still like going back to those old titles, but that was a winner. 1989 brought us the first of many kind of controversial picks. The actual game that sold the best, according to our data, was a game called Chase HQ. I could not find a copy of that game or any evidence until I did find out that it was released. It was popular. I just couldn't locate it. So I chose the best-selling game of 1989, which was Super Mario Brothers, a title which held that for 2 years, which is pretty amazing. 1990, we saw one of my favorite franchises. I'm not unique in that regard. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And this game is trash. It's not very good. And some would say, primarily Connor, that he can't properly rate it nice or naughty because he needed to see me get further. Oh, wait, I died in the first 3 stages. Tough break. It's not a great game. It has some charm to it, but I think most people would agree that TMNT, the arcade game that was later ported to the Nintendo, is the superior Nintendo or the TMNT product. And TMNT Manhattan Beach, whatever it's called, that one was pretty sick too. Manhattan Project. 1991 brought us WWF WrestleMania. And if I had to say a little something, if I came from the bottom of my heart, and oh yeah, I was slithering with the snakes and soaring with the eagles, old maid Genia Glenn. Whatever the fuck that was, not bad. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed actually playing that game as Macho. We pinned the $1 Million Man. Good game, good vibes. Pretty big fan of that game. I actually hated it before we played it again, and I think because I won, I enjoyed it. Sounds like the dude with the shades, the wrestler, Randy Macho Man Savage. I'll take it. That's what I was going for. 1992. Boom! We're back in, baby. We're back in with the new age of consoles. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, featuring Miles and the gang, became a sensation. Sega was never afraid to push the envelope in terms of trying new things. They were the kind of people who built the Sega CD, the 32X. They were connecting all these bits and bobs and being wild with it. They even had, if you guys didn't know, they had this incredibly wild streaming service back in 1993 or 1992 called the Sega Channel, which you could somehow hook up your Sega to your television, and you could download games like Comic Zone and Vector Man, and you could somehow have this proprietary system where you could rent games at home. It was crazy. It was wild. Sega does what Nintendo don't. And,
Merry Christmas!
1 second.
Merry Chrysler, Pete and everyone in chat. Does anyone know where the heck that saying came from? Merry Chrysler. I have no idea. I hope everyone is having a good Christmas. My IRL fam and I are just having a quiet time at home.
Well, I hope that you have a fantastic holiday, A Star in the Universe. And I do not know where it came from. Probably something on TikTok, Vines, or, something short-term media. Let's take a look. But Merry Christmas and Merry Chrysler, Merry Crimbus, a Festivus for the rest of us. Happy holidays to you all. Sega Channel. Let me tell you guys. Now feed me the rock. God, flashbang my eyes, Jesus H. You know what? You guys probably can't even see that. The Sega Channel is a discontinued online gaming service developed by Sega for the Sega. Can you turn this off?
Alert! The center control point is being captured.
Is there a dark mode? What up, Tazo? Welcome to the party, pal. Does Wikipedia have a dark mode? All right, I'll just read it to you guys from this angle. I hope your stream was good, Tazo. Welcome here. I hope that you guys had a Happy New Year. Or not a Happy New Year, a Merry Christmas. Wow. Okay, so the Sega Channel is and enjoy the stream. We're talking about games of yesteryear. I need to get that extension immediately. The Sega Channel is a discontinued online gaming service developed by Sega for the Sega Genesis video game console, serving as a content delivery system. Launched on December 14th, 1994, the Sega Channel was provided to the public by Time Warner Cable through cable television services by way of a coaxial cable. Coax cables are how we used to screw in the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis back in the day to the back of TVs. And the hardest part about this shit was when you went on vacation to a hotel with your family and brought your Super Nintendo, hotels would put this piece of black plastic over the back of the TV so that you couldn't use the fucking coax. And we spent hours trying to make our fingers bleed getting it, because it still fit in, and you had to like stick your fingers in and slowly turn the cable's notch to get the thing to work. It was brutal. It was absolute madness. Don't miss those days. Damn. Action. What up, Armand Highwind? Welcome to the party, pal. And it was a pay-to-play service through which customers could access Genesis games online, play game demos, and get cheat codes. Lasting until July 31st, 1998, the Sega Channel operated 3 years after the release of Sega's next-generation console, the Sega Saturn. Though criticized for its poorly timed launch and high subscription fee, the Sega Channel has been praised for its innovations in downloadable content and impact on online game services. Look at this. This is what it looked like. This little Sega. Oh, God, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. This little thing right here. Oh, you can't see it. God damn it. That thing. Alien Soldier, a game which was not available in North America cartridge format, was available on the Sega Channel in that region. So, I can't see how much it cost. I'm going to guess, I thought it was like $39.99. The Sega Channel had 50 games a month, and it'd rotate. It's funny. It was $15 a month, and it had a $25 activation fee. Of course it had an activation fee. Of course it had an activation fee. What's up, Comics and Coffee? What up, loser? How you doing? Merry Christmas to you, brother. And then the other thing that was crazy at that time was a thing called an X-Band, which was also on the Super Nintendo, where you could play people online across your neighborhood by using a phone line. Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct, Fatal Fury, Street Fighter 2. Good times and good vibes. So yeah, we had this stuff even before computers were widespread. It was at a poor time. And much like the Sega Channel, I think why it became popular was I've heard rumors and tales and stories and spun yarns that in Japan, you could go to convenience stores or to places like Tsutaya, and you would have an empty cartridge, and you could rent or buy games by installing them onto this cartridge and then taking it home and then having it for 4 or 5 days or when you wanted to bring it back. So Japan was trying to be really creative and pushing out all these different tech. This was back during the bubble when unbridled, innovation was Japan's hallmark, and not really quite lately. So it was amazing. Paul is here and says hi and Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to my good friends Comics and Coffee and to Paul. I was talking about you earlier, Adam, and I forgot why, but it was important. It was important. So 1992 brought Sonic the Hedgehog, a game that will live in our minds because you guys thought it was a nice title. Mortal Kombat was the 1993 pick. It was a sensation and one that angered parents and politicians alike, but sent us kids into a frenzy. ABACABB. The blood code is real, not the sweat that you get on the Super Nintendo because Sega does what Nintendo don't. Mortal Kombat! Great game. Awesome. We did talk about the expansions, the 32X and the Sega CD. I will regard this importance with reverence it deserves. I don't know why I brought you up. Shit. Of course, up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, select, start. Of course. IDDQD. 94, 95 started the great wave of tyranny that is FIFA. Every December, like clockwork, FIFA dominated the charts for about 5 straight years. It sucked. So I went with the best-selling game overall from 1994 to 95, which is Rare's masterpiece, Donkey Kong Country. Fantastic game. We're now starting to implement CGI into graphics, into like the backgrounds of where we move. So we have things like Final Fantasy VII, Resident Evil, all of those owe a whole lot of appreciation and thanks to these old school games. Then we have 1990. What have I done? Yeah, Pete. What have you done? 1996 gave us Super Mario 64. A very good game. Undoubtedly a classic. Still, you can find this game being played by people with 10,000 viewers doing speed runs or jump hacks or all kinds of things. It is a classic. It is fantastic. But we can all agree that there are reasons why the Nintendo 64 essentially was a disappointment overall as a console. The main 3 that we found, or that I suggested or proffered, was that terrible controller design. Great that it was the first one with a control stick or joystick or analog stick or whatever you want to call it, but the C buttons are not the right move. It also was the first controller to have, something on the back. Cool, that's awesome. Trash D-pad aside, that was its first strike. Strike number 2, these games came out very rarely. This system launched with 2 titles, Super Mario 64 and Pilot Wings. And there would be sometimes months where you were waiting for another game to release on that console. It could be 3 months in between big time games. And you were just waiting and you were just hanging. And there was just not a lot of games to play on the N64, which leads to its third and most horrific strike against it. It never truly garnered any third-party support. That was its big problem. The Nintendo titles and its first-party studios, Rare and, Nintendo games itself, were absolutely incredible. But the other support from the games were few and far between. And when they did come out, they were not usually as good as its inferior competitor with less bits. So the N64 is a bit of a conundrum, right? Because in 1996, this game is dominating. It's doing fantastic. Everybody wanted to get an N64, but Nintendo didn't release enough of the consoles at front. So you had people waiting and waiting and waiting, and then they're like, you know what? F it, I'll just get this PlayStation. And it happened to be lucky that it secured all of the big RPGs. And then it also started with one of the most important titles, I think, of this entire generation, which is Resident Evil. Resident Evil, of course, came in the big box, not the tiny ones. So a lot of people said, you know what? I'm just going to go play PlayStation. They've got a lot of cool stuff. And Nintendo to this day is still making consoles that suck and they should be reprimanded someday. Damn them. But hey, when they release a banger, they release it. But after 1996, like I said, we could move our way towards the PlayStation and say, yes, look at all these cool games we've got. Nope, just kidding. Mario Kart 64. Hey, look, if you only release 6 games a year, of course, come holiday season, everyone's going to buy the same one. So this game dominated 1997. Great game, to be honest. But it's one of the early titles where you hate the people you're playing with. And there was actually, when we played GoldenEye or Perfect Dark or Mario Kart 64, there were people who created like vision cardboard blocks that would prevent you from looking onto other people's screens. Because, look, we're not talking about an 89-inch TV where you get your own 36 inches to yourself. We're talking 24-inch TVs where you're getting 9 inches of screen space. And look, 9 inches is a lot. Trust me, I know. I don't. But you know what I'm saying? You had very little screen space to look. It was tough, man. It was tough. That's why Mario Kart 64 or Mario Party 64 was so awesome, was because it's not 9 inches. I lied. It's not even close to that. I just wanted to lie once. You could have just let me have it. But after 2 years of Nintendo going, I told you we're the best console, ho, 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 and here you thought you had it all, and Sony finally, revenge, Final Fantasy VII, Solid Snake coming out with Metal Gear Solid said, you know what, F you, Nintendo, you don't get 3 in a row. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Zelda, Ocarina of Time. And to its defense, this game does genuinely feel like a winter classic. I think this game, quite possibly, has one of the better intros during a kind of lead into its game. It's equal parts melancholy, like winter should be. And, I mean, I'll just show you. I mean, look at it. I was moved when I saw this attract screen, as they call it. When you first get out on those fields and you can ride that horse and you see just how big the world is, it is a unforgettable moment. There had not been anything like that in that kind of scale before. You know,
Merry Christmas!
It's the music of my youth.
it is very good. The song brings a tear to my eye. My great grandkids will be forced to play this game. Well, that's the thing about games, right? You could watch a movie from 1939 and be like, you know what? Casablanca, not bad. You play a game from 1980 and it looks like it doesn't make any sense. You know? It doesn't make any sense at all. It's wild. But that is how it goes. 1998, I was a freshman in high school. I was young, and I had to borrow an N64. It came out. Did the Phantom Menace come out in 1998 as well, or was that 1999? It doesn't matter. I have those two closely intertwined. I think it was 99 for the Phantom Menace. Could have even been 2000, honestly. Could have even been 2000. Late 99. Yeah, I think that's when I first fully cleared Ocarina of Time. 1999, no joke, no fake outs, no bullshit. We finally did get into the PlayStation to get its winter sales. So the Christmas tree was lit. The stockings were stuffed, and there was a game underneath everybody's tree that year. Apparently, it was this one. Really? I guess. So Tomb Raider: The Last Revelation just kicked some ass. Didn't expect it.
Merry Christmas, Pete.
Hey, thanks,
You
man.
the man.
I appreciate that. You are very kind and generous, just like everybody who's spread their spirit and their biddies and their subbies. I appreciate you guys. It's a great game. It was fun. I think that I accidentally could only find the Japanese copy, and it did not actually resonate so well when we played it, so that was an L on my behalf. This is an amazing stream. I've enjoyed watching this today. I've even had kids watch with me. Well, that's great. I think like appreciating where games came from is one of my favorite things to talk about. And analytically speaking, those videos have not performed well on YouTube, but I won't stop me from trying to keep sharing them with you because I think it's cool. It's cool to talk about this stuff. What's not cool is that Nintendo's back. Majungos Bungos. 4 games in 5 years. The N64, while not as prominently remembered in a lot of ways as the PlayStation and some of those franchises, 4 big first-party Nintendo games. Mario, Zelda. Mario, Zelda. Boom, boom, bang, bang. They just can't keep getting away with this. They can, and they will. It's just too easy. And then we had a new title jump in that I was really shocked by. I didn't think I would like this. And I only played it for about 11 minutes. But I was surprised by the quality of the 2001 Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I actually think I could have fucked with that. Sorry, I didn't know your kids were watching. I could have messed with that game when it was out. I was probably playing way too many RPGs. I was into like Street Fighter Alpha 3. I was doing all kinds of fun stuff. I was hanging out, doing great things. And I was really shocked that this game was as quality as it was. You missed Pokemon games on Game Boys, bro. What does that mean? Can you
The ground quakes.
extrapolate that comment and tell me more? What did I miss in this particular review, or you mean I personally missed? I need some clarification. What's up, Sir Roctopus? Thank you very much, man. Appreciate you. And then finally, the last game as I graduate high school, and I felt is an appropriate end to this gaming series, this discussion. We had to say goodbye. We had to say goodbye to the tech and the conversations and the console wars and the jokes and all of the memories and the retro and, all those things kind of screeched to a halt. And it went straight to what I think we're officially in semi-modern gaming. It's kind of sad to think about. That was the end. GTA, Vice City, Miami baby. That's what happened. It's wild. Well, I need to look at. I don't remember. There had to have been more games in 2000. Final Fantasy IX or Majora's Mask. Those were. Oh, I can't push any buttons. God damn it! Nothing works. That's too close. You wanted to see me, didn't you? Here I am. Here the hell I am. Here, we can make this an emote. Can't that be an emote? That's fine. We can just cut out the thing behind me and make that an emote. So let me get you guys a track to play. That was our gaming history. Did you guys enjoy that kind of stream? Did you guys have fun, hopefully learning a thing or two, or have some fun hanging out with me and talking about old games?
Vice City was 22 years ago.
Damn.
I was 22 when Vice City was released. I'm dead.
Well, not yet.
Here's some money.
Merry Christmas. Thank you for the fun stream.
Yeah, it's my pleasure, man. And thank you for your kindness. I didn't eat dinner yet. Yuki was like, I didn't get you dinner. I was like, that's fine. So what I'm actually going to do tonight, I'm going to stick around for a little bit longer. And then I'm going to go to the convenience store and I'm going to get some crappy, normal, old,
Merry Christmas!
stupid shit. And then I'm going
I
to...
thought I was well versed in video games, but I'd never heard of Sega Channel until tonight.
Sega Channel was wild style, man. It was good stuff.
Christmas!
It's so weird to see all these games everyone had and I didn't.
Yeah.
I had a PS2 and as a female a lot of these high-selling games were oriented for men.
Yes.
My game selection was limited as an 8-year-old girl. My parents would do their research on games. So of course no GTA for me.
Absolutely
but like
not.
I'm not mad.
Merry Christmas!
What a
For
dumb alert.
Christmas KFC.
No, okay, there's two things. I'm going to tell you guys, I do have a list here that I wanted to share with you guys that Notorious Monster, who helps run a lot of the aspects of this show behind the scenes, he was able to send me the games, the year, the best-selling games of the year, and the holiday stuff that in our research. It wasn't supposed to be, like we were trying to submit this as a math proof. We were just trying to have fun and do this. But let me tell you, before I get to those cool things, I think it gets pretty bad. It goes all the way to modern times.
This is a present from me to you.
Excuse me, Rumple foreskin. Okay. Oh boy. Thank you, Rumple Foreskin. I appreciate you for your generosity. And it's with great honor that I do hope that the 10 people who got that gifted sub enjoys it. You were right on time. Here's the good news. So here's what let me give you guys a couple of and thank you, Just Sutsu. I'm gonna finish the stream after a little bit, and then I'm gonna go grab a little bit to eat. And Yuki had bought all these craft beers for when her family was gonna visit. Guess what? Nobody drank any. We didn't have any. So I'm gonna crack open 3 or 4 holiday bruisers, and I'll be watching Nathan's pub stream. So that'll be fun for me. I might call him in after I've had 3 or so and start talking shit to his face. That'll be fun. All right. And the good news is this. Tomorrow, I'll be joining Onigiri's stream, or you might know her as Oni Jairai, and I'm going to teach her a thing or two about flambe, and the heat will be on. And I'll be trying to cook up a storm and showing her some cool new recipes, and I hope that you guys enjoy that. It's going to be great. I get to see Oni, bro. I'm excited for that. I'm really, really looking forward to all of the ins and outs and all that stuff. Rain and Sleepy said they'd be there.
Merry Christmas!
Rain's there?
Hey Pete, can you ask Nathan how we can join the pub quiz?
No. I've lost my light. Rain's there? That'll be good. I like Rain. It's going to be cool. And then on the 30th, I don't know how to join pub quizzes. He never lets me join them. On the 30th, in the very early morning, I will be a part of Iron Mouse's Lethal Company charity stream. And I have a team. I'm a team captain. We're still thinking of a team name. And the quota must be met. And it's all going to charity, which is amazing. And on my team is Robert CD, the Trash Panda himself, Oni Jairai, the ship's chef. They usually do pretty good. And then we've got, we have Rainho. So we've got 2 VTubers and 2 dumb Japanese dum-dums. All 4 of us in Japan waking up omega early so that we can do that fun stream. And I fully expect us to get last place, but we'll have, we'll go out in a blaze of glory. So, the grizzled game, I think it's the glizzy gamers. I was like, I don't know if that's what I want. How early is Omega early? I have to be on there at 7. I think the stream starts at 8, and I think the party members have to be a little bit before that. Rob's a great PC streamer. I'm excited. What time is I don't know what time the Onigiri collab is. I believe it's 10 p.m. Japan Standard, which would be about 4 hours earlier from now or so. So, here are the games. Are you guys ready to hear? This was in chronological order, yearly, starting in 1980. I'm just going to rifle them off at you. These were the best-selling games by year. Space Invaders, back-to-back jacks. 1982, Pac-Man. 83, Miss Pac-Man. 86, because we skipped a few years for whatever research. We didn't have the data. I think this is really like when console gaming started getting big. Mario Brothers, The Legend of Zelda, Mario Brothers Duck Hunt, bang. Super Mario Brothers 3, 1991 brought us Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Then we got Mortal Kombat, Donkey Kong Country, Super Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, and then it gets shit for about 3 straight years. Pokemon Red Blue, Pokemon Red Blue Yellow, Pokemon Gold Silver, Pokemon Gold Silver Crystal. How dare you? No, it's good, man. It's good. But they hit it hard. Look at that run. It's like all first party stuff. Props to Mortal Kombat for being the only game that's not first party in like the history of all that shit. No other game could do it. Wow. Okay. Then it goes on to be GTA Vice City. 2003, we get Madden 2004. Then it goes GTA San Andreas, Madden 06, Madden 07. And then finally, one of the most anticipated titles in gaming history, EA EA Sports. It's in the game. We finally get one of the midnight release champion, the big boy. All of our homies were getting Taco Bell, and we were loading up, and we were raring to go. We had our 360s. We had our LAN parties. We had online. We had shoddy snipers. We had lone wolves. We had it all, baby. Halo 3. Take me back. Halo 3 said, not today, my friends, and I will die on the hill that the Xbox 360 won that console generation. That era of gaming, the entry to HD gaming was the 360. No debate. It won. And then the PS3 did come out, it came up and caught up, and it had some good shit later. But it was godlike. Then you've got, surprisingly, as we get into the 08s and 09s, you've got Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, another very good game, honestly. That was a good one. Then you had Call of Duty Black Ops, not a good one. Zombies was fucking dumb. Then you've got Elder Scrolls Skyrim. Now, I don't know. I cannot confirm if that was the one that was released on the 360, the PC, or if it was the one on your T85 calculator or your refrigerator or whatever the fuck that game came out on. It sucks. I don't like Skyrim. Oblivion's way better, just so you know. Okay. Skyrim doesn't have I'm just saying Oblivion's better. They're both cool, whatever, but it's fine. The 360 version of that game was called Loading Screen the Game. I called it Horse Loading Screen. It was just slowly pivot some 3D model for 18 minutes as it loaded up. And I was like, please. Please. It was brutal. Then 2014. No, I'm sorry. We're skipping some. Then it went Assassin's Creed 3, GTA 5, and then I'm going to be honest. Morrowind's great. We're about to get into, this is an embarrassing one. This is the one where it's like when you look back at your blunder years when you're in high school or middle school, and you're like, oh my God, why was I even wearing that? I look so fucking stupid. Why did we all collectively agree and buy and think that Destiny was going to be it? It wasn't. The best part of Destiny was the 1 week where we had the loot cave. Destiny 1 was not Pog. That is rose-tinted goggles. After that, we had Star Wars Battlefront, and then surprisingly, Final Fantasy 15. Then after that, Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Boring, Red Dead Redemption 2, of course, and then, oh, Bubby, look out. Are you kidding me? Somewhere sneaking in on 2019, Borderlands 3. That can't be right. There's no way. Damn. Borderlands 2, though, is godlike as well. I played so much Borderlands 2. That game was amazing. After that, you had Animal Crossing, New Horizons, Mario Kart 8, and in 2022, thank God, years of me toiling away, championing games, telling people this is what you need to try. I was Spider-Man holding the train back from all these trash games, and finally I was rewarded with Elden Ring being the best-selling game of 2022, a culmination of my life's efforts. Now, let's look at the holiday spirit. Let's look at the holidays. So that was the yearly sales, right? Here's what we got and why I stopped at 02 and why I chose to pivot out of some of these games. Starting in 1984, Ghostbusters. We had Ghostbusters, Commando, Gauntlet, Outrun, Operation Wolf, Chase HQ, TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, WWF WrestleMania, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, FIFA, International Soccer. Well, maybe the next 4 years will make you go from 6 to midnight. How does it sound for FIFA 95? FIFA 96? FIFA 97? FIFA Roads to the World Cup 98. Wow, 5 fucking years of FIFA. God. After that, we had Zelda Ocarina of Time, Tomb Raider 4. This one is a mistake. I think my buddy Notorious Monster was busy researching, and I double-checked it. This was the best-selling game of 2000, but only if you count the EU. And we're not about to count the EU. Absolutely not. Because it was, who wants to be a millionaire? Well, don't you guys have anything else to play? Jesus Christ. The year 2000, the best-selling game was Pokemon Gold and Silver. And you guys are doing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Fair enough. Then it was Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and then that's where my list ended because it gets pretty horrible. It gets pretty nasty after this. There are some gems in here, but it basically goes like this. After Vice City, Medal of Honor, Rising Sun, Need for Speed Underground 2, Need for Speed Most Wanted, FIFA 07. Yes, FIFA is back. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, FIFA 09, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty Black Ops, The Elder Scrolls Skyrim, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, FIFA 14, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, Call of Duty World War II, Red Dead Redemption 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and fuck! We end on a positive note. Just kidding. FIFA 22. Just one last slap in the face. FIFA's back, baby. How did I even screw that up? I feel like I said the same game 6 times. Listen to this. Listen to besides FIFA, which I did say 6 times. Listen to these Call of Duties that I mentioned. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, Call of Duty World War II, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. It seems like they're out of order, but they're still making them. And I remember they would be like, one of them was always, the Call of Duty Modern Warfare dudes were made by one company. And then the other Call of Duty that they pumped out every 6 months, like it was just some ridiculous factory, was made by the other company. And they were just double fisting. Infinity Ward was the Modern Warfare ones. And then what was that one game other company called? Triarch? Yeah, I got it right at the same time. I knew it. I got it right on time. Right on time. Good job, Pete. Insane, dude. So yeah, that was that was it, dudes. that was the list. I hope that you guys had as much fun hanging and banging and talking about video games as much as I did. Thank you guys. That was great. That was really fun. I'm glad you ended on 2002. Me too. And I think it made the most sense. It made the most sense because that's when gaming really did shift, right? That's when it kind of was already, it was too different. By the way, another little quick roundup piece that I want to say, big shout, the collective team behind Mudon in the editing. We have this video that came out last night, about 21 hours ago, is when bar hopping in Tokyo goes wrong. It is ranked number 1 out of my last 10 videos. So thank you guys for taking an interest and seeing some of the shenanigans that I got up to at Nakano with Yuzuki, John Smith, and the gang. It was a really fun video. It was really cool to revisit that. I didn't know I had that many drinks. I thought I wasn't drunk. Turns out it kind of looks like I was at the end there. Poor Aki, you poor son of a bitch. I'm so sorry. I was basically slapping your back constantly. It was okay. It was good times. It was fun. It was just enough. That has a whopping nearly 30,000 views. Now I know that Chris can release a YouTube short of him sneezing and get 300,000, but for me, I'm very proud of that. It's very exciting to see the growth of the channel, and we're edging ever closest. We're edging ever closer to 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. You do slap people a lot when you've had a bevy? No, I don't. I don't believe that for a second. We are edging. Chris is a decade of work. It's true. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither was this body. You battered me after 2 horoyois. What do you mean? Mate, you missed a 0 there. 20 horoyois. Those things are 3%ers. At least I'm still coherent enough to know what's the difference between a video and a photograph, which you are incapable of. Nate, it's a video. Nate, it's a video. Huh? What are you doing? Move. That was my memories of Premier Con. So, good times, though. Good time. We'll have another Premier Con if we ever find out where the next TwitchCon is going and if we're going to be able to make it. But, good afternoon and Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you guys. It's not going to ever be in Tokyo. Augmented reality? What in the hell are you doing awake? 2:31, in it? Have you had a bevy or two? What are you doing awake? You're not supposed to be... Oh, you're in America. Well, shit. That's right. I knew that. I'm the idiot who's awake. I was trying to make fun of you, and I just basically burned myself. Oh, moron. Such an idiot I am. Oh, yeah, I could give my mom a call. Let's see what she's doing. Last time I couldn't get it to work, though. Last time, Facebook, as bad as it is, it was impossible to... I don't want to see your notifications. Let me try to... Oh, God. This is the worst site I've ever seen. I don't even... I want to just test my microphone. I don't... Video? Am I going to record a... No. No, I don't want to see a guy do fake TV pranks with his shirt off and slap people in the ass. That's not at all... What in the fuck? He has a six-pack, though. Oh, this is horrible. What an awful sight. What an awful sight. I don't even know how to find anything anymore. Yuck. All right. Let me try this. No, that's wrong. It chose the wrong shit. It chose the wrong one. She's not even available. See? She's too busy for a person like me. Wait. There we go. I think I fixed
center
that.
control
That'll
point
be
is
nice.
being
Let me try one more
captured.
time. Let's try one more. What up, Rin Rin Doll? I'm calling my mom. I'm so sorry, Rin Rin. Give me one moment. I hope your stream was amazing. You were playing Final Fantasy 14. I'm coming back to Final Fantasy 14. Which data center? Can you play? Can we raid? What time is it? No, it's like 10:30. She should be awake. I'll tell you what I can... Nope, I can't do that either. Nobody to call, my friends. Nobody to call. Well, I appreciate the Omega raid. She is in the West Coast right now. I'm sorry, guys. No phone call with mom today. I can't call the Ghostbusters. I hope your stream was amazing. I'm really looking forward to getting back into Final Fantasy 14. I love that game. I think it's amazing. I have a button right here. Oh, it still works. That one does. Hope your stream was good. And honestly, Merry Christmas. I'm not going to call Connor. We have other things to do than bug him at 2:30 in the morning, okay? He's probably sleeping. He should be. He's a busy man. My collab stream starts at 10 p.m. tomorrow. My streaming schedule is absolutely f***ed. Riddle? Wait, Riddle's a server? Like the sword from Final Fantasy 11? Wow. That's cool. I mean, Ultros is a cool name because Final Fantasy 6, but I think it's awesome that they got Riddle as a server. That's fucking sick. I'm not going to call Mouse, guys. Listen, first of all, I'm not drunk. And I don't just randomly call people. My mother, yes, that's fine. I get it. Other people, I feel like that would be slightly disrespectful. I said not drunk. But I got one more ace up my sleeve, though. Give me a second. There's one more person I wouldn't... Guys, I'm not calling Ian. I'm not calling Connor. I'm one of... the only person who's probably awake right now is Rob CD. He might still be streaming. Those are the two people. It's me and him. I'm not going to call Rob either. See? I told you he's awake. I knew it. Rob is done, yes, but Rob is not asleep. I knew it. Because Santa doesn't sleep. Santa has to visit all the good boys and girls, and he is going to be awake. Those are the two people. It is me and it is him. Knew I could count on my guy Rob. I knew it. I mean, yes, he stopped streaming, sure, but I still think he would be the guy. He's like, you have a good friend when you're like, it's 3:30 in the morning, and I'm trapped at like the east side of Tokyo, and you have like a Rolodex of people you could call, and you're like, I'm in big trouble, and I need somebody to come help me out, no questions asked. Well, I think Rob might ask a few questions, but I guarantee you he's the one who's still going to have the phone on and still be awake to at least yield that call. That's awesome. That is a absolutely vital friend. I'm kind of the opposite if you're looking for someone reliable. I'd be like, it'd be like 2 p.m. and you'll be like, oh shit, my car broke down. I'm in Pete's neck of the woods. I'll call him and maybe he can help me out. And then I'm sleeping. So it's a rare combination of people that you're trying to find who are in the same wavelength and at the same time. But yeah, no Pat Christmas call today. We can survive that. That's all right. My mother is always busy. I mean, I wouldn't put it to, there are streamers that I watch to go to bed to. And I think that I wouldn't be surprised if I fit the bill for that. But yeah, this was a banging stream. Nate, can you just do me a favor for Christ's sake? Can you go live like 5 minutes early? Just go live now, so at least when I grab my beer, I'll be with a bunch of people who I was just hanging out with a minute ago. How hard is it to grab a Foster's from the tinny, from the Esky? You're right there. Don't make me do another 20 minutes of superfluous talking. I'm out 10 gifters and I'll consider. Fine. It. You wretched God. I remember reading The Hobbit and there was one line in it, and it was when Gollum was searching for his stupid ring, and Bilbo could have ended it right then and there, the whole dumb quest, and it said, pity stayed Bilbo's hand. Well, I'm reconsidering that entire passage. 10 gifters, fine. I'll throw them into Mount Doom. Just want to get my scran, and I want to pop a tab of these weird beers that Yuki got.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas, Pete. Love your content and look forward to more amazing stuff.
Well, I appreciate that. I think 2023 was an amazing year. We had a lot of amazing collabs and fun meeting just crazy amounts of people. I mean, there was no shortage of interesting things to see or be a part of, unless you count August, where I played Baldur's Gate 3 for 170 hours, and it was f***ing awful. I mean, the game was really good. The game was awesome. I like the game an immense amount, but I felt like I've never committed so much time to one game in my life, and having to just sit there and say,
Merry Christmas!
it was wild style.
New stream idea. The Weird Beers of Japan. Merry Christmas.
I'm
Smile.
gonna tell you this. If there are some beer fans out there, well, it wasn't even my first CRPG. I like Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. It was just a very long stream game. Very long. If you like craft beer, and I know there's a lot of us who do enjoy a bevy or two, mark my words, by like 2020, no later than 2020, 2030, no later than 2030, I guarantee you, Japan will win some sommelier beer award of best craft beer in the
Thanks for
world.
putting me on the highball game.
Hey man, highballs are great. They do not 2020, 30. but 2030, they will hedge. They're going to do some weird, bizarre shit where they're going to be like they're going to get like a little beaker and fill it with like waterfall water from the frozen rivers of Hakodate, and they're going to distill it down through an ancient Gintsugi bowl that I'm serious. When they dedicate their time to refinement, they are unrivaled as far as I've ever seen in any sort of craft, ever. This is what they do so well. They have the patience for the long investment. They simply don't have the right wheat or barley. My man,
Christmas!
All right.
Merry
I got that
Christmas,
receipt.
Pete. Premier love, Premier love, Premier love.
Appreciate that, Jimmy. All right. Just wait. 2030 or 2020-30. I can't wait. I don't know if anyone told you, Pete, that red sweater is nice. Thank you. I got this at the British History Museum of Modern, no. the British Museum of Natural History. And I love it. It's a great sweater. It's got some dinosaurs on it. I almost wore it to Rob's ugly sweater Christmas, but I had the other one. I brought it. The Natural Modern Museum. That's the one. And big shout to Dokish Dark and to Maraxi Astraria. Said it right. One time in 1 year.
It's the check.
Christmas hype train? We call that the Premier Polar Express. Thanks for what you do.
It's my pleasure. Speaking of hype train, it's been a minute, hasn't it, guys? It's been a minute. We haven't heard some DJ Cam Bombs ripping through the halls in a while. But now that I mention it,
Merry Christmas!
How was it being an exhibit at the Museum of Natural History?
Merry Christmas!
Shoot you.
time.
It was humbling. I got to see, look, there's Charles Darwin. Oh, look, there's the first curator of all of their bones and rocks. Oh, look, there's me. Look, there's Pete. That's back when he was 75 kilo. Why is he so big now? Standing next to it, it looks like a different person. Shh, shh, shh. He can hear you. He was just robbed. Why didn't they take his fat? Shh, stop it. Oh, boy. It sucks. But yeah, I'm young at heart. That's what matters. I'd be rich. Hoo ha hoo. Hold on one second. I have this. I haven't heard these yet. What up, Love Deluxe? Thanks for sticking around after that raid, brother. These are Cam Bomb sent me in case you're looking for Christmas tunes. There's one that called I Saw Three Ships. This one's called It Feels Like Christmas, It's Snowing, and Viking Christmas. I feel like we're going to go with, let me hear the first 5 seconds of this one. These are actually Christmas songs. These are like legit songs, not. We'll try this one. Let me download it. and then we'll finish properly because Nathan did do me a solid, and I'm not going to gift him shit. Not going to gift him a single thing. Onizuka Echi. I'll gift him, guys. I will. This is 106.9 Forehead FM. This is the In Sounds from Way Out, and we have a lot of people to thank today. Not just St. Nick for bringing all those presents to all you naughty and nice people. Maybe you got a lump of coal. That would be Nathan's stream. Maybe you got the diamond in the rough, a Rob City stream. Or maybe you've been here all of long. But all I can say from the bottom of my heart, the very cackles where it burns brightest, thank you all, and Merry Christmas. It's been an absolute pleasure to play games, hang out, and really show you the ins and outs of Tokyo, Japan, and elsewhere. It's times like this where we get a little bit introspective, and I get a little sappy, and I often come in here, and especially when I've had a drink or two. And at the end of all of those IRL streams, after I've had 14, 15, 22 beers, I always say something to the effect of, "Oh gosh, golly gee, guys, I don't know what to say. I know it's embarrassing," and it's like talking to a sappy father or grandfather who's remembering things he can't quite remember the details of. But I will say, Merry Christmas to you and yours. And I hope that 2024, the party will be raging, the streams will be banging, and we will have an incredible amount of content. One thing we know for certain, you won't find it on Nathan's channel. 106.9 Forehead FM. There you go. I did not have 22 beers. I'm not that strong. But that's a great song by DJ Cambob. That is a perfect Christmas theme. But as we enter this twilight phase, we can't skip it, guys. We can't. It's been too long. And without Kleben being here with a little bit of, hype train, hype music, Christmas, I got to turn that shit up. It's number 3. It's Untitled Track 6, yes, but it's track 3 for me. Here it comes.
Merry Christmas!
Some of the best beats for your Forehead FM Premier Kanpai.
Merry Christmas!
What a
Hold on,
jam.
_heart.
Track 3 from Kleben Splurknerch. Always goes hard, man. Great track. Captures a lot of my feelings, I suppose. All right. right. That should do it, my friends. So here's the plan. I will not be streaming tomorrow. I will be on Onigiri's channel, and I'm going to carry on the legacy that Rob set before me, and I will nearly burn her house down, or I will make good food. One or the other. There can be only one. That's all. Now, I'm going to drop you guys off at our good friend Nathexon. He is hosting a special Christmas pub night where we're going to knock back some beers. I'm probably going to join the Discord at his channel on his Discord for a while. I'm going to crack some tabs, have some food, hang out, do some things. I'll see you guys in there. If you don't know what it is, he's hard to understand. He's Welsh, but we love him nonetheless. So is that the right person? He changed his picture? What's an absolute loser? So why don't we go say hi to him? And if I would appreciate it, you guys showed some Christmas support and let him know that we're here. We raid in full, my friends. I would also like to say, this is always one of my favorite things to do because we still got a little bit of time left. I'm looking at the statistics. 7 hours of streaming. 7 hours. We averaged 2,600 people. Wow. We had a max viewers of 5,331. All right, some of them left. That's okay. We gained 364 new followers. We had 142 new subscriptions, and we had a hell of a time. Thank you guys for being a part of the stream. I will see you in a minute. And, of course, Merry Christmas, and I'll see you next time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Isn't that insane? We're not going to have time to fix it. I think we should just... It was a